Okay, today we're gonna try to do logarithms of 2 without having to use a calculator. Well, you can still use a calculator. We're just gonna try to use one. Let's say we had one that doesn't do logarithms, and how you're gonna get across to it, solve for it. Well, here's how we're gonna do. We're gonna do x equals log base 2. We're gonna do base 2 because it's a lot easier with the lower numbers. You don't get no errors and you don't get no overflows. If you do 10, you get an overflow. You could possibly get to the base to the base to the power with your number being y. Okay. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take some numbers. And what we're gonna do is we gotta make sure we can. How I'm gonna do this? Make sure that. How to do this? I'm thinking. Two. Take your 2, put it to the y power, x power. Right? So you have 2 raised to the second power. You get 4. Actually, it goes like this. 2 raised to the x power equals y. Okay? Now what we're going to do is we're going to take some numbers. Do 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll also put 5 over here. 6, 7, 8, 9. Then we'll also do some negatives. Remember, with negatives, I think with negatives exponents, you do the fraction of it. So if you have negative, this would be a fraction 1 over that base times that. Raised to the power of that. The positive numbers. Let's leave it at. Well, actually, let's leave it at that. So do 0 to 9, and then this calculator here. I'll tell you something. If 2 with 0 power, it doesn't do good at 0 to the 0th power. Now what we must do is we must figure out what numbers of these is gonna give us. Is gonna give us that. These are all y values. All x values, I mean. The y be over here. So what we'll do is take 0, 2 raised to the 0 power on this calculator here. I'm using this one I got that one time from eBay. It's lighted up so I can show you how to do it, and it's a lot easier to see it. You have to find the power button. One. So the answer to this one would be 1. So when you input a 1, you get X, you get the 0. Then we got to do this through the whole list. Get out 1 there, 2, We'll clear it just in case it didn't clear. 2 raised to the power of 1. 2. So this is 2 here. See how easy that was? This here, if you don't have a calculator that does exponents, you can always times by it. First hit square, hit equal again, get cube, hit equal again, get fourth, the x to the 4th, and so on. Anyway, let's turn it back on. Now we have to take 2 to the 2 power, which I think is 4. We'll just do it on here to show you how to do it. So for the 4 here, we'll also graph them on the calculator here. We'll have the calculator do log and show the logarithm of it. Even though this calculator here doesn't do base 2 log, you can still do it. You just have to use division. The rules of logarithms with division. That makes it we can do the other base with a certain base to calculate other bases. I'll show you that in a minute. Now I have 3, 2 to the 3rd power. Eight. That's 8. Then we're going to clear it. We're going to take 2 to the 5th power. $32. I'll move this out of the way. We know that. I'll move it up here, so it doesn't look like that's part of it. 2 to the x power equal y. Of course, on my graphing calculator, I have the x and y swapped so it can graph correctly. Anyway, we turn it back on, clear it. We're going to do the 2 to the 6th power. $64. Let's put 6, 4 here. Seven. 2 to the 7th power is next. $128. Then 2 to the 8th power, 256. Then 2 to the 9th. That'll be it. 512. Okay, now that we have all of our numbers here, we can check them. Let's see what the logarithm of 4 is. We'll do the log. So we'll do we'll do 4 log divided by 2 log gives us 2, which that's correct. Because see, you put that there, you get x right there, you get 2. So we have a hunch that this here is actual logarithm. This is actually how you do the log. Of a number and stuff. Now let's see what it looks like in the graphing calculator. Okay, now what I did is I took the points we just figured out that I have on this whiteboard here, entered them into here on the stat list. But this time I took x to make sure x was y and y was x, because that's the way the graphing works. Y is your answer and x is your y is the output and x is the input. Well, on this here it shows x as your output and y as your input. So we just swapped the pairs. Now I'll show you the equation that I entered in here for it. I put in parentheses log of x divided by log of 2, since that's the base. So you take your number you want the log of, divide it by that log of that number with the same log of the base, number of the base, and that will give you the log of that number of that log of the base. Now if you look at the graph, you can see here that all the points fit that line. I zoomed in of zoom stat, and that's how I got this real good picture of it. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this video. So thanks for watching. Hope you like it.